Hey, welcome back to TwoTube on our St. Patrick's Day special. We are on earlier today. Vogue Wilson is going to be here later on talking about loads of new music. But Katie Van Katie is here.
Hey, well, Katie Van Buren. Katie Van Buren's are, yeah.
Well, you know I christened Movie Mike. That was my doing. And Movie Mike from TwoTube is so happy to be called Movie Mike.
Okay, well, if it makes you happy, I'll go Katie Van Katie. Just for you, just for today, but not for any further time.
On the Rumour Room today, when your name comes up on the screen, can it say Katie Van...
No, Dar, no.
What's on the show?
Okay, yeah. I have to go in a second, but we actually have Dahi O'Droney on the show because we're talking about all things music and iPod playlists and guilty pleasures on our iPods.
Well, you better go, because I have to introduce your programme.
Okay, yeah.
Go, Katie Van Katie!
Leaving, fine.
Run, Katie Van Katie! Hopefully she makes it on time, because here's the Rumour Room.
Happy Paddy's Day! It is the final Rumour Room of the week, but fear not, we plan to make it a good one. Today's topic is something I'm sure we can all relate to. We're talking playlists. So is your iPod playlist an open book? That's what we're trying to find out. What kind of music are you into? And more importantly, let's say somebody gets your iPod, they stick it in a set of speakers at a party. Are you going to be a little bit morto about what could come out of it? That's what we want to know. Get your comments into us. Katie, for me, I'm sure if somebody else looked at my iPod playlist, they'd probably think, oh, no, like really, she's got this, loads of cringy music, but I don't think of it like that. I like it for a reason, so I don't get embarrassed by it. What about you?
Yeah, no, I'm the same. Every song I have on my iPod is there for a reason. And like, I'm not ashamed. And like, some of them are kind of cringy in some people's opinions, but I genuinely enjoy listening to it all. And if I didn't want it there, I'd delete it. So
you'd
I'm
have
proud
no problem
of it all.
saying, you know, I can vouch for that. I don't mind saying I really like that song.
Whatsoever, yeah.
Really, that's funny you should say that,
really
because I got to hold your iPod playlist,
right, how did you
and
get that?
this song was actually on it. How do you feel about this song?
This is my time to shine today. Unbelievable sights, indescribable feelings, soaring, tumbling, and kneeling.
She's always wanted to sing on this show.
I want to be Broadway.
I know, you're in the completely wrong program here. But come here, tell me, what is the complete opposite of that then on your playlist?
Oh,
you love the Disney.
something like,
What else?
Well, I just have all Disney, 2,000 songs of Disney. No, I do have a bit of Muse.
All right,
a bit of Muse. Like, I kind of like that if I'm, say, like, going for a run or something, or, you know, if you're in a more somber mood, Muse or something kind of like that is better. But Disney's great just to cheer you up, and, you know, if you're feeling active, feeling
Do you know what? I've got a really awesome set of songs on my playlist. This being one of my particular favourites. Do you know this song?
Oh, I do.
So amazing.
Go for it.
I love it. On the top of the world, looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found. There's a reason I wasn't ever a singer. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, we're going to stop upsetting the people at home. We should have warned you to put it on mute before that particular bit. Jared looks upset. Jared,
yeah, Sinead, can I just say that I think if anybody was under any illusion as to whether you two are cool, they know now you're not.
It's all over. The illusion is gone.
It's done.
You know what? It's cool that we can admit that we like those songs and we can sing them.
Is it though? Is it though? Is it really though?
No, it's not
Sinead
really,
just admitted that she likes the most middle-aged band in the world. And you, Katie, you just admitted that you like Mickey Mouse music. I mean,
There's nothing wrong with that. Okay,
There's no way
Charlotte,
back for you two.
we've put ourselves out there. What about you? What are your musical guilty pleasures then?
I'm so ashamed of my guilty pleasures. I'm not going to tell you what they are.
You're spoil sport. Stephen, I imagine if I took your iPod playlist, I'd find, I'm not going to lie to you, a heap of songs.
There's something I wouldn't tell
you. Over.
I've got the Lindsay Lohans, I've got the Paris Hiltons, I've got all that. You know, my Barbie girls and everything.
You'd swear you're listening to diverse types of music. That's all one type.
What I've got at the moment, though, is have you heard Kim Kardashian's new song?
No, I've heard about it, though.
It's called Jam Turn It Up, and it's getting slated online, basically.
Okay,
but I like the hook line. I think it's pretty fun. But I've got that on my iPod. But she was on Ryan Seacrest premiering it about 2 weeks ago. And, yeah, people just didn't like it. She said she was so nervous about it going up, and she was bigging it up with all this hype. And then I went on to Ryan Seacrest's Facebook page straight after to see what people said, and one person said, I was surprisingly expecting a lot worse, so congratulations for not being as horrific as I was expecting.
Oh, that's kind of a compliment.
But no, the funniest thing was Ryan's reaction after they played it, because she was like, this is going to be brilliant, I'm so excited by it, I put so much effort to it, and then the song played, and Ryan said, that was fun.
So, Katie, do you think that the gang you met were really open and honest about their
Yeah,
playlists? Really?
completely. Like they're just like talking about how they'd cringy stuff, but then they just openly listed it. Even though they were embarrassed about it, they just told everyone in the whole entire nation.
Lovely. So let's see, what have you got to be embarrassed about then?
Is your iPod playlist an open book?
Yes, I love my music. Like everything about it. Like everyone knows what I like.
It is an open book to me because I like all types of music, and I feel that everyone could pick a song that they would like.
Not really, no. I like to be private, but I'm not embarrassed about anything that's on it. So.
Okay, so say you grabbed your iPod off you and put it on shuffle. What song would be most likely to come on?
I listen to a lot of rock music. Like I like Two Door Cinema Club.
Probably jazz music. I love jazz music.
Indie or electro.
What is the most embarrassing single or album you've bought or downloaded?
I can't tell you that.
I don't know. There was the Hannah Montana days.
I have an Alvin and the Chipmunks one, and I just never really got around to deleting it.
I have one or two Britney Spears songs, and then there is a Glee album.
Quite a lot of Beatles songs. Like,
That's not embarrassing. Beatles are so cool.
yeah, but like in 2011, it's been embarrassing.
Say I took your iPod and we were at a party and I plugged it into the wall. Is there anything that you'd be like, oh God, please don't let that song come on?
Yeah, I have like a few kind of extreme metal songs.
Opera.
Well, I have it password protected.
So that's just not going to happen.
No.
All the weird songs are on their own playlist, and I make sure no one touches that one.
I would be extremely worried. I'd feel that if most of my songs, it would just change the mood in a second.
I have the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song.
And why would that be bad? Everyone loves a bit of SpongeBob.
Just be kind of, a buzzkill.
That password protected guy, he was smart. Anyway, we're going to get a guest in here. Here are some of the facts that you need to know. He's taking the world of music by storm with his electronic style. He's appeared on RTÉ's All Ireland Talent Show and Sky One's Must Be the Music, and he's just released the Embrace EP. It's Dahi O'Droney. Make some noise! Into your own music. I like it. Okay, so you got to dish the dirt here now. Tell me, what's on your playlist?
I was thinking about when you were talking in.
Yeah.
Really embarrassing stuff?
Well,
Just
general stuff first.
General stuff first. Well, basically what I've been trying to do in the last couple of months is just literally listen to only Irish bands. So that was my big thing for the last couple of months. So.
And who would you mainly listen to then on that?
I'm currently listening to a lot of the Richter Collective bands, a lot of Enemies, Casa Cheers, Adebisi Shank, people like that.
Cool.
The couple of Galway bands who were really good as well. There's a band called Lost Chord who just released an EP. Go Panda Go as well, and Lane May as well, who does loop session stuff with her voice.
So these are the cool ones. Tell us about the guilty pleasure ones, the really cringe ones. Do you have any?
Yeah, you see, like when I was younger, my parents used to like put me in their car, and they used to be their choice, you know. So like I used to get these music like just drummed into my head. So like I have like Neil Diamond, a ton of Neil Diamond, because my dad used to always listen to him. My mom used to listen to Meatloaf the whole time. So that
Fair
was
play to your mom.
Yeah, so she was pretty cool. But I've changed her over now. She's listening to Nat Squares in her car.
Is there any Bieber on your playlist?
God, no Bieber, no Bieber, no. I'll leave that to my cousins. Although one that I have, like I'm the best cousin ever. Basically, I was helping my cousin. She's 6 years old, and she was got a new iPod, and she was putting stuff on. She had bought one of these Now CDs, and I went to a party that night, and we were playing around with my playlist and stuff, and just like, what the hell is this? And there was a Busted track, you know, 3000, and it was from her album. So then I was like, oh, that's my cousin's, that's my cousin's.
That's not mine. That's what he's telling us all right now. I don't believe a word of it.
So,
You were in the final of the All Ireland Talent Show. How did that experience change your life, or has it?
It was kind of good. I mean, the main thing was that it got me publicity through the rest of the gigs, so it really kind of launched me off, and that was the main thing. But it's been a long time now, and I've just been literally doing gigs and building up since then. So yeah, it was good to do that, because I got a lot of gigs.
Would you say the same then for the Sky One gig, Must Be the Music?
Yeah, it kind of spread out my fan base as well, because there's a lot of fans in England now as well. And as well as that, then I got 2 tracks recorded for that, and then all the profits went to me, and then I used it to record my new EP.
Went to me, I like it.
All to me. I hoarded them. We got them in 1-cent coins, and I was swimming in them. No, but I used all that money to record my EP. So so that was good, and basically, so the EP is out now, and that was what I got out of it.
Dahi,
That's the way forward.
First off, no dissing the Biebs.
No, listen to me. All right,
He
okay.
gets
I'll back
upset.
off. From you, sorry, yeah.
Say what you
I
like.
want to know, for teenagers out there who are making music themselves and don't know how to promote themselves, how would you do it online? Because I know you're using Bandcamp, which is a website that you can use to put your music up. But how would you say young musicians should promote their own music?
Yeah, I think there's kind of two things. Like, I mean, the first thing is that you need your music to be available to people online. And Bandcamp, as you were saying, is really, really good for that. It's just basically a service where you can give somebody the link and they can go on and download anything you like, you know, and they have like your artwork and the whole full names and it all goes into your iTunes and everything like that as well. So it's really, really handy for just downloading music. So that's Bandcamp. And mine was like dahi.bandcamp.com. And then in terms of advertising, Twitter and Facebook are just the big things for pretty much anything, you know. What I have at the moment is I use Twitter an awful lot, but I've linked my Twitter account to my Facebook. So anything I say on Twitter will also go up on my Facebook account, which means that I only have to, yeah, exactly. I only have to update the one. So if I'm playing a gig, I can say, oh, I'm playing in Whelan's or whatever, and then it goes on.
Know your stuff?
Dahi, does it bother you that there's people out there at the moment, when you're trying to do something really original, and there's people out there who just want to keep listening to the Carpenters, even though they came out so long ago?
There's nothing wrong with the
it's a fair
Carpenters.
point.
People who are kind
Like,
of stuck in the past kind of thing.
and there's the Kim Kardashians of the world who are just releasing music because they're celebrities. Is it hard?
It all went
do
to charity,
something-
okay?
Yeah, but is it hard to do something really original at the moment in music the way it is?
I think you can look at it in two ways. I mean, you can always appreciate the past. That's a big thing. But then in terms of new music, especially in Ireland, I mean, it's not that difficult to really bring out new music because there's just a ton of really, really good bands. The only thing is you just have to look for them a little bit harder. And I mean, people who don't listen to that kind of thing aren't looking for this really kind of deep type of music, so you can just leave them to it. People who are really looking for it will go online and actually search for new people. They'll read magazines and find it out. So I reckon it's fairly balanced. I mean, you don't want to force a type of music on anyone, I think.
And
so
there'll always
that's
be the
important.
Carpenter fans.
Sound advice, Dahi. Sound advice. Thanks for that. Stay where you are. Though now time to get some young'uns in here. They're 13. They're from Dublin and Wicklow. It's Molly and Shane. Nice, please. We'll just keep cheering while you stroll on up here. Welcome to the show. Great to have you here. Now, we saw you guys in the clips as well, so you've loads of opinions on today's topic, which is good. So tell us, first off, Molly, your favourite band or musician?
Green Day or Paramore.
Okay, what about you, Shane?
I'd probably share the love for Green Day and Sum 41, and then I'd have like Lady Gaga and all
Oh,
those.
so a nice little mix
Yeah.
for you. And tell us your guilty pleasure musically. I'm sure you have one.
I don't know, I think it'd have to be a bit of Glee.
Bit of Glee. What do you think, Shane?
Yeah, Glee as well.
Yeah, you're in agreement. Do you guys have the High School Musical soundtrack on your playlist? Don't lie to me.
No.
No, but I had a toothbrush with a High School Musical song on it.
That's even more random and bizarre. I like it. Okay, we're going to crack on. Katie, what's the prize that the guys could potentially go home with today?
You won't believe it, but we have some TRTÉ merchandise
I
today.
don't believe it. Woo! Okay, so quiz time. You guys got to get in really close, like till I say stop. I didn't say stop. Keep going. Lovely. That's
bossy.
exactly. I'm really bossy. That's exactly where I want you. So the quiz, basically, Stephen and Jarlath have a load of questions. The first to get to 3 gets their hands on the goodies. If you get one wrong, it goes over to the other person. That all makes sense. We're happy. And it's about today's topic, of course, which is music and cringy music and all that kind of stuff. So we're clear. We know what's happening. Then we'll hear your buzzer, please, Molly. Bubbly, bubbly, futuristic.
Yes.
That's, I like it. Go for it. What about you, Shane? What have you got? Oh, is that a drum?
I hope so.
Go for it again. Yes, it's a drum. We're going with that. Definitely. Jarlath, go for it.
Question number 1. Miley Cyrus's hit Party in the USA sounds like nails on a blackboard to some people, but to other people it's an essential party hit.
True.
He hasn't asked a question.
The question is, though, I'm going to stick with true. The question is, I have it on my iPod, true or false? And the answer is, in fact, true. So he is right.
Right. Wait till I call your name. You're getting too
interrupted
excited.
everything.
Right, okay, Stephen.
Okay, guys, I mentioned that I have Paris Hilton on my iPod. So Paris Hilton is getting ready to release her second album in a few weeks. True or false?
Okay, it's you, Shane.
True.
It is true.
Okay, Katie's score so far, even though I think I know.
Score is 2-0. Shane's in the lead.
2-0. You need to get this right,
I
Molly,
know.
or at least he needs to get it wrong to stay in the game. Right, we're ready to go. Jarlath, back to you.
During clinical tests carried out on more than 100 subjects at Durham University, it was found that listening to the music of Jedward for more than 3 hours a day can actually increase your IQ.
Okay, Molly, now you're just going to have to guess.
True.
It's actually false.
You could have
Means
guessed
Jedward
that.
works to make you
That means
smarter.
the point goes over to you, Shane. So, yay, you've won the TRT merchandise. Round of applause for Shane. It is very exciting. Be more excited. Anyway, now it's time for us to take a break, and you do whatever you'd normally do during the break time while I subject the rest of this lot to more of this. The Carpenters, Blair it, love it. Yay! Looking down creation and the only explanation.
Hi, I'm Aoife, head of No Limits at eMobile, Eircom's mobile phone service. No one likes to be limited when it comes to using their mobile. So why does one network limit you to 200 minutes, 200 texts and some extras for €49 a month? Another limits you to 350 minutes, 150 texts and other extras. But at eMobile, we're offering Eircom customers unlimited calls and texts to any mobile and landline in Ireland for the same price. Call now. We'll start switching you straight away. Sounds like the best mobile deal ever.
eMobile. It's for you. It all adds up when you open a regular savings account with EBS. This March, watch your regular savings bloom with a 4% one-year fixed rate. Drop in or call us today. Savings spring to life with EBS, where family counts.
What we're asking you today, well, there's no better way to put it, really. We want you to be open and honest about your cringy music, okay? And Dahi O'Droney is here to talk about it too. How are you getting on?
Surviving it.
Good. I feel like
Jarlath.
that a lot myself, actually. Katie, what's your stat for us for today?
Okay, so Sinead, do you think that you can judge someone's personality by the sort of music they listen to and the music that's mostly on their playlists?
Judge might be a difficult word. I think that you could look at someone and go, I assume they like such and such. Like if you dressed all in black maybe and you were quite grungy, I'd assume you like Korn or Metallica.
Yeah.
But that doesn't, negate the fact that they could have some Disney on their thing like you.
Exactly. So you don't want to be judgmental. Okay, so you say depends.
Yeah.
Well, 6% of the people I polled, they agree with you. They say it depends. But a whopping 56% of them said that there's no way you should ever be able to judge someone's personality by the music they listen to. And that would be quite judgmental and superficial.
Are you saying that to me?
Yeah.
Stephen, facts and figures. I'm not even going to argue with it.
I've got some answers from the guys online. I asked the question, have you ever lied about liking a band to impress someone? Emil Gibson said, yes, I pretended to go down to Derry and get Owen Quigg's autograph, but I really got my mum to sign it. And a few weeks later, a girl from my class came in with a real autograph and a picture. I was so embarrassed when they found out mine was a lie.
That's so weird. That happened to me recently as well.
Really? Then Anya Sheehan said, yeah, someone asked me if I like Justin Bieber, and I was like, no way. And my friend started laughing behind me because obviously the friend knew that she did like Justin Bieber. Never be ashamed to be, a believer.
Yeah, like I said, the friend of Justin Bieber as well. What is, Justin Bieber's amazing.
He is incredible. He's the next Michael Jackson. The next question I asked was, what was the most embarrassing song in your iPod, which of course is what we're discussing. And Kieran McDonough said, my little brother put the Duck song on my iPod. Now that's just embarrassing. Listening to music with your friends and this baby song comes on. Scarla, I don't know what the Duck song is, but we had about 15 or 20 people actually saying that. So
you got to get with it,
Stephen. And then we've got Megan Pepper. She said Barbie Girl. Barbie Girl is a brilliant song. Don't be dissing it, okay?
Let's find out now what your musical taste says about you. We know what it says about Stephen.
I think you can tell a lot about people's characters by their taste in music.
Yes, I definitely have some friends who, would listen to loads of pop music and would be pretty flamboyant.
What does your musical taste say about you?
It says that I'm open to a lot of things because my music taste is very broad.
Well, I'm always on the go, and so I like those sort of beats that are really fast.
Loud, maybe?
I like being unusual. I don't like following the crowd.
Then I'm absolutely mad.
I'm not afraid to admit it.
No.
Is it important that you and your friends like the same type of music?
No, because it kind of creates kind of a playful banter and arguments and stuff.
No, I wouldn't say it's a necessity for your friends to like the same music as you anyway.
Absolutely not. Their opinion. I mean, my best friend, we have very little in common and yet we get on very well.
No, because not a lot of them do like Disney songs or anything, but I do have songs that are the same and we kind of sing along together.
Well, it's not important if they understand that you like different things to them, but it does help if you do like some of the same stuff, especially if you're like a party or a sleepover or something.
Have you ever had a friend and you've looked at their iPod and you've been really surprised about the sort of stuff they have on it?
Probably yes. I'm sure I would be surprised. Embarrassing songs.
Well, not really, because I know my friends, they have the craziest taste in music. I could find classical music on one of my friends who's a rocker's iPod.
Yeah, I was going to Claudia's iPod.
Oh, what did you find?
I found her Big Time Rush songs.
Again, great kids. They make sense of the topic. In fairness, though, if anybody is going to judge you based on the music that's on your iPod, I don't think you want to be friends with them. That said, I think, Sinead, you should be keeping this carpenter's fixation to yourself in the future.
Leave me alone!
Yeah, well,
you wouldn't even tell us. At least I was brave enough to tell you what my shame was. Now, normally at this point, we'd have a bit of crack with Dahi, but for your viewing pleasure, instead we're going to get a little bit of a performance later, which I, for one, am very much looking forward to. So right now, Katie, conclusion time. Tie it all together. Make some sense of it. Go.
We have some conclusions from the sofa today, Sinead. Right, so 32% of the people I polled admitted that they are a music snob. So they said they know everything about music and they're really vocal about it and they weren't afraid to admit it. So Dahi, a music extraordinaire, are you a music snob?
No, God, no, you can't be.
You're just afraid to admit it, not like 32%. Anyway, 74% of the people we polled admitted that they do have cringy songs on their iPod, but they're really proud of it and they're not afraid to admit it or not embarrassed about it. And finally, 61% of the people we polled said that their friends' music taste doesn't directly influence their style, but they do get kind of ideas, and it's kind of tit for tat thing where they share ideas and they help give each other different kind of, music tastes.
You wrapped that up very nicely, Katie. Thank you. What are we talking about next week?
We're talking about siblings. So can you be best friends with your brother or sister?
Now, it should be an interesting one, but we'll talk about that next week. Right now, though, it's...
Yes, this is Player Emoticons, right? The game where our contestants have to guess whether the next card on this playing board right here is either famous or nameless. The famous cards, like usual, they'll be represented by famous people, and the nameless ones will be represented by internet emoticons. Behind each and every right answer is a prize. If our contestants get it right, they get to choose whether they want to keep that prize and bank it, which will switch control of the game over to the other person, or whether they want to keep going and hope of winning more prizes, but at the risk of losing them all if they get something wrong.
Yes.
To you guys.
I'm looking at you going, Shane, did you win earlier? Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you're going to kick things off. First up, it's a old-fashioned, but very funky, I might add, Jenga. So you've nothing to lose at this point. So what do you think? Is the next card going to be famous or is it going to be nameless?
Nameless.
Nameless.
No
you didn't
doubt
even,
there,
you
no
didn't even hang
hesitation.
around.
No
I like it.
hesitation. It's famous!
Oh, okay, so there goes
one
the
of
Jenga.
Jeopardy.
But Molly, yay for you, because it's over to you now for these books. Again, we're going with the old school, bring it back a little. We've got some books for you. What do you think? You've nothing to lose, so do you think it's famous or nameless? Katie thinks famous. What
I
do you
go
think?
famous.
I think nameless.
Nameless?
You're going with nameless?
Nameless.
You don't sound too sure. Are you going nameless?
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay.
For the books, you're saying nameless. It's nameless!
Yay! Okay, so you've won them now, Molly. This is the thing. Do you want to hold on to them?
Risk it.
Bank it, or do you want to risk it in the hope of getting this docking station to listen to your cringy music on?
I think I'll bank them.
Blared glee out of it. No, you're going to bank it.
Yeah.
All right, okay, fair enough. The books are all yours. That means play passes back over to you, Shane, for the docking station.
Famous.
Again, for more glee. What do you think? Is it going to be famous or nameless?
Nameless.
Nameless.
Straight in there, he knows it straight away.
Yeah. He's thought about this.
It's nameless!
Yay! Okay, now, at this point, do you want to bank the docking station, make sure you go home with it, or do you want to carry on in the hope of getting this
Risk it.
fabulous
Risk it.
For a biscuit, go on.
I'll risk it.
Ooh, you're going to risk it. You're sure?
Yeah.
Okay, you could lose this as well. You're aware of that?
Yeah.
You always have to say that. Okay, for the two of these bad boys, what do you think? Is it going to be famous or is it going to be nameless?
Famous.
Famous.
Yeah.
Again,
No
he's still
hesitation
good call.
ever.
Not hesitating.
You're saying famous. It's famous!
Yay! Okay.
Max Cyrus.
Now, really scary. Do you want to bank these? They're two really good prizes. That means the play goes over to Molly for the final prize, or do you want to try and risk it in the hope of getting everything?
I'll risk it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, you have lost everything, but you're happy enough. What do you think? Shane, is it famous or is it nameless?
Famous.
Oh.
Okay.
For
That was so
the,
quick. Simon Funny,
for the
famous.
portable DVD player, the Nintendo DS, the copy of Pokemon, and the docking station, you're saying famous?
Yep.
It's nameless!
Okay, we'll give you some TRTÉ merchandise. I told you to bank it. All right, okay. I'm really sorry about that. It's kind of a sad way to end the show, but hey, it's not over yet.
anyway.
This is the exciting bit. We've got a performance now by Dahil Durrani. Take it away, it's Waves.